voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Hustle for your boy, fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wah 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 lift it up.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all get up in here. Get up in here. We got some things to discuss. Now, y'all get up in here. Like the video. Get the likes up. How y'all doing? I hope y'all had a wonderful Monday. It's a rainy Tuesday for me, but we here. You know what I'm saying? We woke up. Thank you, Lord. And we got a few things to discuss now. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody who pulled up yesterday. I know talking about the Jay-Z thing kind of brought a couple more people in here. So if y'all in here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, we do this every morning, well, Monday through Friday mornings at anytime. It's just in the morning, girl. It just depends on how my schedule goes is when we gonna come on and juice. You know what I'm saying? But the morning juice, if people don't know, was designed to do just what it is, what a Joce means, to get people through the day, because that's what a Joce is. Like back in the day, if your boyfriend went to jail, they'd be like, oh, you gonna Joce your nigga? You be like, yeah, I'm a Joce him. You know, help him pass time. And that's what this is all about. Now, we're not only helping pass time, we try to do a little education, a little enlightening, and things of that nature. So that's what we do over here Monday through Friday at some point in the morning time. I don't know. I don't have a schedule because I got a job, girl. If I quit my job, then I'll have a schedule. But at this point, it's just at some point in the morning, girl, I be coming on here. The morning might be 11:45. It don't matter, long as it say a.m. You get it? So y'all get in here and like the video, and we about to get into some things now. A few things on the docket. Jaleel White, y'all remember Urkel? Yes, I forgot to go get a picture of him and his wife because you know he got a clear wife. But anyway, he made the comment that black people don't appreciate Family Matters and didn't rank Family Matters up at the tippy top of black sitcoms. He said because they weren't hood shows like, what did he say, Martin and Living Single. First and foremost, both of those characters that played on both of those shows were well educated and high earning black people. All of the cast of Living Single did really well for themselves. I'm talking about you had older women, you had people who own magazines for Living Single, you know what I mean? And then the cast of Martin, Gina and Pam were college educated doggone marketing advisors. And Martin was at the radio show. Like, we're gonna get into it because I'm getting triggered. I'm getting triggered as we talk about it, but we'll get into it. Then we're gonna talk about Blue Ivy. I believe Blue Ivy is gonna be used and is being used as a PR. Now, a lot of the Beehive people and the Jay-Zettes, they might sit on here and say, but voodoo, you don't understand. The Lion King Mufasa was going to come out anyway. It was already scheduled to premiere. No, you don't understand, Duck, Duck, Goose. How do we know that was even coming? Now, but she had a dress. These are billionaires. You don't think they can make things happen in like that? Stop acting crazy. But anyway, they got Roomy. So they got yellow, blue, and yellow on here. I was looking for green, but I ain't seen him. But they got Beyonce over there crying, talking about, oh, my baby, my baby, my baby. Look, she's so pale, you can't even see the tears. Girl, I'm over here saying, y'all got to stop. But anyways, we gonna get into it because I see the play. I know the Beehive and the Jay-Zettes won't see it, but I see it, so it's too late. We're gonna get into that. Thailand. So they have a Thailand drill scene where the UK Negroes done went and hooked up with them so they can all imitate the Negroes in America. Girl. Okay. yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into a little culture vulture in here too, as well. And then finally, Daniel Penny. He's the clear man who was found innocent or not guilty of the unaliving of the brother that was on the train in New York. And all of a sudden, were we in 2024? After 4 years, here comes Black Lives Matter. And I don't want my people to fall down that hill. They got us for George Floyd. Please don't let them get us for this. But we're gonna get into all of those things. Y'all get in here and like the video. We might as well get started with the show, because we might as well just get started with the show. So let's start off with who we gonna start off with? Let's start off with Jaleel White. Let's get Jaleel out the way. So Jaleel, wait, do I have him up here? Hold on, y'all. Get the lights up on the video. You know what? No, let's start off with Blue Ivy, because I already got her queued up. Let's start off with Blue Ivy. First and foremost, I would like to say Blue Ivy came down to the Mufasa premiere. Y'all know she's playing Kiara. Now, I don't really too particularly know who the Kiara girl is in the Lion King, because I watched the original Lion King with my little brother, because my mama had a baby late. He was a mistake, and I used to watch that Lion King with him all the time, and I didn't remember Kiara. Now maybe Kiara was Nala La friend or something, I don't know, but Blue Ivy is doing the voiceover for Kiara. I heard the snippet, and when I tell you, she did amazing. She did amazing. Okay, they said that Simba daughter, Samba. Who is Samba? That's the baby. What baby? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Simba's daughter, she was Lion King too. Oh, I didn't see that one. See, there you go. I didn't watch that one. Certain things don't need a number 2. I didn't watch that one. So yeah, that's why I'm lost. There you go. I only watched the original. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like watching another Coming to America. We don't need it, you know. So I never watched that. But yeah, so Kiara is Simba daughter. Got it. Say less. So anyway, she did a great job. She sounded, she really, it was convincing when I was looking at the little cub and I heard the voice, it matched. Not like when Beyonce was playing Nala, but we're not gonna go there. It's not about her. But anyways, yeah, she did amazing. And not only that, can we all give a look up and say, what in the world? First of all, Blue Ivy is gorgeous. Let's start there first. She's gorgeous. She's stunning in this dress. The color is popping on her skin, so fire. Like, she looks amazing, and she has grown. Girl, Blue Ivy look like she 25. How old Blue is? How old is Blue, girl? Blue done came out. Little May Rose done grow up and grew out, huh? What is going on? Girl, Blue came in looking like her mama, but with a sprinkled razzle dazzle of her daddy. She 12 or 13. Girl, Blue look 25. Y'all know I told y'all we coming up on that generation of children who look old. Y'all remember in the 70s, Teddy Pendergrass, when he was singing, oh, I miss you. If anybody ever seen that video, go look on TikTok, Twitter. Girl, Teddy Pendergrass looked like he was 49, but he was 20. Girl, that's what we coming back to. But I'm not saying that about Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy looks great. She just look old. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, shout out to Blue. She is stunning. Do you hear me? She is stunning, ain't she? Hold on, look. Girl, you better. Girl, she looks amazing. Now, I don't know if she's wearing heels, because she was about the same height of her mammy and her pappy. But I think not only did Blue Ivy do well on the movie, she looked absolutely stunning. She is a gorgeous young lady. If she is under 13 or 12, 13 or 8, maybe even 14, in my opinion, I don't care what y'all do with y'all churn. This looks a little grown. It's covered, but you know the sweetheart neckline on the boobs and things of that nature. She looks older. Maybe that's what it is. It's the dress. She looks older because of the way that she's presented, but she looks stunning. Either way, she looks amazing. You think it's the red lip? It might be, yay. It might be the red lip. I think it's the sweetheart line on the dress too. Yeah, she look like she going to prime, don't she? But she looks amazing. She looks amazing. I know if I'd have brought that home for my mom and say, Mama, this one I went to the red carpet, she would have said, girl, I know you lying. What red carpet? You must be throwing a red carpet in your room. That's what my mama would have said. What red carpet? You talking about the one in the hallway, the runner? You know what I'm saying? My mama would have been like, you not going, girl, what? This before, first of all, my mama would have, if I would have put the lips on, the red lip on, my mama would have dragged me down to the ground. First of all, my mama used to say, hoes wear red, sure did, and ankle bracelets. Put a one in the chat if your mom ever said it. I don't know, maybe my mom different, but my mom used to say, hoes wear red and ankle bracelets. So I couldn't wear that. You see what I'm saying? So again, everybody different. So my mama wouldn't let me wear it. I'm just saying I would have loved to wear it because I was grown. Or at least I wanted to be grown. You know what I'm saying? But my mama wouldn't have let me wear it. So maybe I'm jelly. That's what it is. I'm jelly. But she looks amazing. She looks great. So y'all agree. Y'all mama say, yay. My mama didn't let us wear no red, girl. What you mean? Girl, red nails? No. You damn sure wasn't putting on no lipstick. Girl, you know, you not, girl, you can get any color polish, not the red. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're not getting that polish on them. Can I get an ankle bracelet? Nope. No. Girl, where do they get this from? How do all our mamas be the same, but they don't know each other? That's crazy. When I tell you culture runs deep. But anyways, she looks amazing. I want to say that before I get into I feel like them using her for PR, but she looks amazing. She looks great. She looks stunning. She looks a little older. I think that it's the lip accompanied with the dress. And again, looking more mature doesn't have to necessarily mean you're behind out. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that. See, most people are like, but voodoo, she's covered up. What do you mean? The dress is long. It's not about that. Sometimes there are certain things that make people look older. Like, for instance, you know what this dress remind me of? Y'all remember when Claire was trying to fit into her dress and she went on a diet on the Huxtables? Who remember that? Y'all, I live in TV, so my brain works in TV and music. But when Claire Huxtable was trying to try on that dress, well, she was fat and she was trying to lose weight, and then Cliff had made her favorite Mexican food, and she was trying not to eat it, and then one night she couldn't take it no more. She went downstairs and ate it, and Cliff caught her, and then she got mad and was like, I was just she was cooking it in a pan. She was like, I was just warming it up for the children. I ain't really want to eat it. And then she got mad and ate it anyway and thought she wasn't gonna fit in her dress and still fit in there. Like I said, my brain be working in movies and TV. But the top of Claire's dress was just like that, and Claire was grown in her 30s and 40s. So yay, it's just a little grown for me, but nevertheless, her mama like it. I love it. She looks amazing. So let's start here. First and foremost, 50 Cent gets on here and he go in full troll mode. You know what I mean? Look at 50 Cent. Jay said that they raped a lot of girls. Jay said they said I raped the kid. Everybody get dressed. We going to see Mufasa. LOL. Now, there's funny and truth and like trolling to that. Let me tell you why. He's a celebrity. He understands this PR thing more than most of us. He is a celebrity. He understands PR more than most of us. Okay? What he's saying through a joke and troll, which is the truth, is y'all knew these allegations came, and now all of a sudden, here y'all go on the red carpet talking about Mufasa and all of that. And let's be clear. Y'all act like Beyonce and Blue Ivy pulls up to everything, because they don't. They don't. They don't. I'm sorry, they don't. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't already plan it. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. But it is giving family to change the image and get people to take their eyes off of the alleged allegations, right? And also to make people disbelieve the so-called allegations. Now, the way PR works is they know that they can control the minds of the people by whatever they put out, right? So, like I told y'all before, nobody believed Diddy was a monster until the media told you to believe he was a monster, and then we believed he was a monster. But I told you, I think he needed to go to prison for a long time. But anyways, so it's the same thing with Jay. The media ain't told you yet. Duck, duck, goose. You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden, here go the family. Oh, you want to be a family man now? You know how they said on What's Love Got to Do with It when she dropped them churn off. So I find it funny that, or odd. I'll say odd. I find it odd that all of a sudden there's a family affair going on. The last time I seen all three of them together was when Blue Ivy was a little girl and they were sitting front row at the awards and she was telling them to hush and pipe down. I'm trying to think when the last time I seen all three of them together. But nevertheless, here go Jay with his locks, and here go B, and we're gonna get into a couple of videos that's gonna prove my theory that this is a PR situation right here. This is a PR stunt, and it's working flawlessly because I saw all the comments. Y'all just want to say anything, taking down a black man, and he a family man. That man love his wife. He love his churn. Girl, shut up. He might can't stand his wife nor his churn. You don't know. You don't know. So let's get into this video of them down to the red carpet. Y'all get the likes up on the video, girl. So y'all saw it, huh? That y'all saw it. So Blue Ivy down to the red carpet. Beyonce and Jay are there for support. And honestly, I do feel like this is a PR stunt. Now, let's just, at best, I believe that if they had already planned to go, it wasn't supposed to be a whole family affair. Maybe one of them will. As a matter of fact, let's talk about it. No, now I got to say something. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Quiet as it's kept. Beyonce ain't been going nowhere with no damn Blue Ivy. It's been Jay. Let's talk about it. At the basketball game, who she been with? Her daddy. At the football games, who she been? Put a one in the chat. Beyonce has not been going nowhere with no damn Blue. She been at home with green and yellow. Beyonce has not been nowhere with Blue. It's been Jay. Jay been the one taking her down to the basketball games, the football games, the red carpet. It's been Jay. Lunch, eat all the photos. Beyonce ain't been nowhere around. No, I just thought about it. It just dawned on me. Because I was about to say maybe Jay coming for the no. Jay is what's happening is Jay knows that Beyonce has a flawless reputation. People love Beyonce. So what Jay told Beyonce is get your pale ass up, put something on. Me and Blue was already going down to the red carpet. Get in that closet and put something on. You need to come down here with us. That's what I at best. That's I think the theory was. I don't care because listen. I'm of the belief now that it's coming to my head. Jay and Blue probably did plan to go. I do believe that. I do believe that. Look, I know I ain't lying. Belinda said they just went on a date night. I know I ain't lying. Listen, Jay probably was already, if this is the case and they already planned to go, Jay and Blue was already going. But then when the allegations hit, he was like, B, get up. And she's like, what, Jay, what? Jay, what do you want? I'm just tired. I've been working all day. You had me on tour. I went from Renaissance to Cowboy Carter. I just wanted a little time to lay down, Jay. And he said, get your ass up. Get up, pull something out the closet. You got to come down here to the red carpet. That's what I believe happened. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. I believe that happened. And y'all could debate your moan, because I know what I feel like, and I feel it. And if I feel it, it's so. So yeah, that's what I believe happened. So that's why she there, girl, because she ain't been going nowhere with no blue. She have not been going nowhere with blue. She haven't. Y'all can say I'm not bullshit. She have not been going nowhere with no blue. You know what I'm saying? So I believe he made her get up out the bed, so she can come on out to help his image, because Beyonce has the flawless character. Everybody in their mom love Beyonce, and they know all they need to see is her, and then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it can't be true. It can't be true. Okay. So I want to show y'all, this is the straw that broke the camel back for me. This is what put the nail in the coffin. This when I say, oh yeah, them people playing. So there was a behind the scenes tease going on with what's the little girl name? Oh, Blue over there playing the Kiara girl, and Beyonce is in the studio crying. You can't see no tears though, because she pale. Crying and saying, my baby, I just can't believe it was like yesterday when I had her, or when that lady had her, and I lied and said I had her. And now I'm looking up and it's my baby. I thought I'd never see the day that my baby would be here. The time is gone so fast. And I said, oh, girl. And then here come Yellow. Talking about Rumi. Here come Yellow coming out the bag talking about mommy. I said, oh, yeah, them people playing in our face. You think I'm lying? Look at the video. Check it out. Get the lights up on the video.
We're here today recording The Lion King.
Don't stare at me when
I can't help it. He's just too beautiful, girl. I'm gonna be right here closing my eyes.
If I told my younger self that I was in a movie, I'd never believe myself. And
well, you are, girl. You are. Seeing Blue as Kiara and hearing her voice come out of that character. Oh. Give me a second, because I'm still I can't believe that's my baby. Oh, that's so amazing. It was really hard to focus and to do my job after that. So I was like, wait, hold up, guys. Y'all gotta give me a second. I have to digest that. I'm so proud of her. Somebody wants to join.
it's just a really amazing experience, and I feel like everybody that's a part of this is so helpful and supportive. The director, Barry, is a really sweet person, and he tells me ways that I can improve in my lines, and he's very supportive of me and tells me in the nicest way possible, and I feel like so does everybody else. And I feel like this is just a great experience for me, and I'm really happy for girls that look like me all around the world are able to watch this movie and hear and see themselves in it.
She did such a beautiful job, and I can't believe how natural she is, and I'm just proud of you. I'm so proud of you, and I can't believe how big and grown up you are, and I'm proud that she's gonna represent so many young brown girls around the world. Nobody's prouder than mommy. What'd you do today? I just did the voiceover for Kiara the Lion King. Now let's go do our play date.
And
girl, did y'all see Yellow? Look at SL talking about the PR working on me, y'all. They innocent. See how I go? You see how I go? Y'all seen Yellow come pop out? Girl, Yellow pops in and out every so often. Girl, Yellow will pop in and out. Girl, we sitting around here saying it's Blue. Blue can't get a word in edgewise because Beyonce trying to act. You know what I'm saying? And they done got SL. Poor SL. SL, don't let them get you. Come back, SL. They playing. They playing. First of all, the children is innocent. The children is innocent. But I'm just trying to say, when I see Beyonce wipe them clear tears, them pale tears, and then Yellow come pop out of nowhere, I say, oh yeah, they playing. They playing. They playing. Blue looking at Beyonce like, girl, mama, you got 5 more seconds before I say cut. One blue. Blue looking at Beyonce like, all right, now you putting 20 on 10. My baby. When I seen her acting in that movie, I couldn't believe my baby would be acting. Why you couldn't believe it, B? You the one got her the job. Stop acting crazy. And Blue, I know you don't know it. Maybe they told you to say it and you know it, and maybe you just don't know it. You innocent. But Blue, girl, how could you not believe you was gonna be in the movie, girl? You know what I mean? Like, y'all, I don't like when celebrities try to act like they the same as us, because they not. But shout out to Blue and Yellow. But the little popping in and out of Blue of Yellow, that took me to glory. That sent me on the glory. That's when I knew it was PR. Now, a lot of people, look, they got that sale. So I know they got some of y'all. And I ain't telling y'all what to do and what to think. But I'm just saying, I understand public relations, right? And with PR, aka public relations, what happens is they need to reset the minds of the people who are looking at whatever is negative. And typically what they do is use women and children. Typically children, but mostly women. And that's just what I believe. I believe Jay and Blue, if they were already going, they was already on the way, and he went and told Beyonce to get up, she gotta come. Now somebody said, is the little boy, wait, is Yellow the little boy or the little girl? The little girl is Yellow. Now Green, I don't know where he at. Sir Green, I don't know where Green at. I haven't seen Green since Green seen me, and that means never. I don't know where Green at. I don't know. Is Green even a lot? Let me stop. But you know what I mean? Yeah, I just don't want us to be, fooled by the people with Blue and B. Or Yellow, because I saw they put Yellow. They might as well have put Green up there. If that was the case, get them all up there, all the churn. But I guess they say that would be too much. If we put Green and Yellow, they're gonna say, oh yeah. So let's just get Yellow to pop in every 1, 2, boom, boom. Because we're gonna try to make it like it's about Blue. But Blue, girl, the way Blue was looking at B was like, girl, you got 5 more seconds before I say cut, because now y'all doing the most. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, with that being said, I believe this is a PR stunt. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, Lord, no, not Lord. I'm gonna have to apologize to the Lord. No, now that I'm thinking about it, if I'm wrong, oh well, because I feel like I'm right. But yeah, I feel like this is a bunch of crap and PR. But and I seen it working online, because a lot of people online are already saying y'all need to leave these people alone, leave Beyonce out of it. And people are defending Jay-Z by proxy because he's married to Beyonce, not because they don't believe that he did it or they believe he didn't do it. They're defending Jay simply because he's married to Beyonce. This internet world is a different place, I swear. The internet is a different place. I ain't never seen nothing like it in real life, but on the internet, people is crazy. So if y'all could say Diddy is just this horrible person, I'm still under the confusion of why Jay can't be just as horrible. Girl, talk about it outside the box. That's why he married her. Okay. Girl, I know. Girl, listen. Girl, people be saying anything. Carol Foster, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you guys. Y'all get the likes up on the video. What? Blue look like Aaliyah, right? What Aaliyah? From out the 9th Ward? What Aaliyah? Now y'all goes for. Girl, what Aaliyah is you talking? Not tell me you're that somebody. What Aaliyah? Girl. Y'all goes far. Y'all goes far, girl. That girl, all right. Look up here, Joy, girl. Y'all is crazy. Girl, what Aaliyah is y'all talking about? Your little cousin? Girl, right, ACX out the 10th Ward. That's the only Aaliyah they could be talking. But girl, y'all got to stop now. Y'all do the moves. Y'all. You talking about the Aaliyah who had the swoop over the one eye, girl. Y'all say it's the most. Let me get Blue off here, because it's really working. They got y'all seeing different people, girl. They got y'all saying anything, girl. They must have put witchcraft on Blue. They got y'all saying she looked like Aaliyah, girl. What happened, girl? Please. But anyway, y'all get the likes up on the video, girl, because I couldn't have been the Aaliyah I knew. It must have been your little cousin. Cause y'all know when Aaliyah came out, all the girls wanted to name their churn Aaliyah. So they must be talking about their little cousin. They ain't talking about the Aaliyah. They talking about their little cousin. Shout out to them everybody in the chat though. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. Y'all, we about to get into the next topic. Let's get Jaleel White up here. Girl, first and foremost, somebody said she looked like Solange. Can I say something that y'all be thinking, but y'all don't want to say out loud? And I don't care because I'm about to say it anyway. Can I say something y'all probably say behind closed doors, but don't say it in front of people or with your close family and friends? Solange is the odd looking one of the two. Solange, like, it looked like all the beauty went to Beyonce and Solange got like the leftovers. Not. I'm not saying Solange ugly. She's not ugly. But it's like Chloe standing next to Kim. Does that make sense? Like, for now, come on now. Don't do that. Y'all see, we're not going to do it. We're going to be honest over here at Voodoo Doll TV. Solange looks like all of the beauty genes went to B, and then Solange just got a little, wooty woo wham wham. You know what I'm saying? Y'all said about Chloe, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And Chloe not ugly, or even I didn't think Chloe was ugly even back then. You know what I mean? I didn't think Chloe was ugly back then. I just thought Chloe had more, like, she was thicker and she was taller, but she was still looking. She looked like Rob. That's what it was. She looked like Rob. But I didn't think she was, ugly or nothing. It's just standing next to Kim and Courtney. You know what I mean? It just was, yay. 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 Like, y'all know what it is. She not ugly though. She not ugly. I think Solange is very cute and I love her music. She's a great musician. To be completely honest, the most talented of the both of them are Solange. Now y'all could debate you more on that because y'all went down to the Renaissance tour and bought your cowboy boots. But I said what I said. The most, in my opinion, the most talented between Beyonce and Solange is Solange, not your Beyonce. So, child, please, girl. I'm just saying, because I don't know if y'all know this. Y'all know Solange was writing a lot of their music too. So, that's a whole nother story. Remember, you and me will always be tied. Family every single day and night. Even when you start to acting like a fool. I know I'm loving every single thing. Girl, Solange, all Solange. Girl, stop acting crazy. Girl, y'all don't be knowing because, Beyonce made it so where y'all can't hear that girl music and all that. But remember, Solange had moved to New Orleans. So we got the music. Y'all didn't get it. We got it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't get the music. When it dropped, we knew about it. Solange used to be walking up and down the quarters, girl. We could go to the store or go somewhere and Solange be right there. So, I'm just saying that girl is way more talented than Beyonce and she could dance. So, but that's a whole nother story. But anyways, it's not about that. Nevertheless, I feel like that's a PR stunt. And we're going to move over to Jaleel White and his claims on Black America. As it pertains to Jaleel White, let me go get a picture of him so I can talk about him and y'all can look at him. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Hold on. Let's start with Jaleel White. So, Jaleel White, who played Steve Urkel on Family Matters, we all known him and knew him as Urkel, right? Everybody loved Steve Urkel. If you were there like me, then girl, Family Matters was the shiz naive. I watched every single episode of Family Matters, every single one. Remember, I told y'all I didn't watch cartoons. I watched shows, right? So I've seen every single episode of Family Matters. I especially loved when Urkel turned into Stefan Urkel. I thought that what's her name? I thought that Laura was First of all, y'all know I used to pay attention to all of the dark-skinned girls who had leading roles. And I thought Laura being a darker-skinned girl, having the leading role with the odd-looking light-skinned best friend, I was like, oh, and she fine. I was like, oh, girl, like, this is tea. Now, I didn't like that the little sister went up the stairs and never came back. But honestly, I didn't realize it until somebody pointed it out years ago. But nevertheless, I love the fact that Laura was a leading girl on the show and that there was somebody chasing her. This is in the time in the 90s where the dark-skinned girls didn't get chased. And let me say that again because I don't want that to go over nobody's head in the chat. This is during the time where the dark-skinned girl did not get chased. Actually, she was the ghetto, weird, crazy one. But honestly, her best friend was what played that character. But nevertheless, I watched every single episode of Family Matters. Most people in Black America watched Family Matters. That's just what it is. Now, Jaleel White does an interview, and in said interview, Jaleel White wants to say that Black America didn't really care or wouldn't rank Family Matters up to the top 10 or top 5 sitcoms. He said because it wasn't hood, his words, not mine, because it wasn't hood like Martin or Living Single. Now let me say this. You know, I have been hearing little whispers around, little sniggly gigglies that this boy was problematic behind the scenes and things of that nature. I didn't know to what extent. They say he been cutting up in the interviews, and I've been saying I'm so glad. You know what I mean? He kind of disappeared for a little while, but here we are, we're back. And I'm just like, he's not making a good impression. Jo Marie Jones, that's the lady who played Harriet. I remember in high school, we went to Alcorn State to go march in a Black History Day parade. I never forget it. And Jo Marie Jones, who played Harriet, was like the head of the parade. And I met her, and that lady was sweet as pie. Do you understand me? That lady was so nice, and she shook everything, and we marched 100 at least. That lady shook all our hands and came and spoke to all us. That lady didn't have that to do, and we wasn't the only band marching. You know what I mean? So when I heard that Jaleel White was mean on the set to her, I was like, dang, why he was acting like that to that lady, Harriet? And mind you, Harriet, it was her show. Just like Florida. Remember I told y'all Good Times was a spinoff of Maude? Harriet came from, what's the name of that show? Put it in the chat. I know y'all know. But Harriet came from another show, and it was a spinoff to make Family Matters. See, they don't make TV shows no more. All they got is Tyler Perry, Turley People. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? We don't know how the spinoffs and the shows used to go. So how it used to go is one show would have main characters, and they would take a character that's kind of Perfect Strangers. Thank you, T. Marie. They would take a character that played kind of a small role, but yet noticed, and take that character and make a whole nother show. For instance, I'll give you an example. The Jeffersons. The Jeffersons was a spinoff from All in the Family. All in the Family had Lionel, who was next door, and the Jeffersons lived next door, and they owned one dry cleaning business. That's how the Jeffersons came about, because they got money and they moved on up, like the song say. The same thing with Good Times. Good Times was a spinoff from Maude. Maude was a what had they showed they was popping, and then Florida came in with James. James ain't wanted to work no more. Long story short, there you go with Good Times. Then we have Family Matters. Family Matters came from Harriet. From Harriet, look. The Parkers and Moesha. Same. Moesha was the big show. The Parkers was a spinoff. Same with Harriet coming from Perfect Strangers, and now here we go with Family Matters. Now, just like in my opinion, just like Dawson and Viv had issues with Will, because Will was the star. I think it was kind of the same dynamic here. And Jaleel White, from what I've seen and what I've heard from other people, including Orlando Brown, because he played on the show too, they say that he was disgustingly, like, horrible, like he was so mean. And I couldn't believe it, because when I met that lady Jo Marie, what her name? Jo Marie Payton, Jo Marie Jones. I can't remember. When I met Miss Jo Marie, that lady was sweet. That lady was so sweet. Now, yeah, see, Y'all ain't watched the show like I did. I watched every single episode. So toward the end, remember, I don't know if y'all remember this, but toward the end, when Laura and Urkel and them was old, remember they was damn near getting out of high school. They started adding more characters, and they added Orlando Brown as one of the characters. He was a little bitty boy. This is around the time he was doing what's the movie with Damon Wayans? Yeah, girl, he was on there. He was on there. He sure was. But you know, neither here nor there. Listen, I couldn't understand why he would have a problem with the lady. But again, I only had a small, snippet of meeting her, but I still couldn't understand why he would have a problem with this lady. But why is this important? So, Jaleel, was already said to be horrible, and that's why he didn't have a career after the show. And we're gonna get into Orlando and what he had to say. But he goes on this show and said we don't rank Family Matters at the top because it's not a hood show. When the whole time none of the shows he named were hood shows. But see, it made me think of he the type of black dude that never really fit in with the other blacks. You get it? He the type of black dude that never fit in with the other blacks because he felt like he was corny or he was nerdy or he was weird or things of that nature. So he goes and get him a clear woman and resent the black community the rest of his life. That don't have nothing to do with me. That don't have nothing to do with the black community. The black community did not shame or shun away from Jaleel White, okay? Jaleel White was just Urkel, and that's just that on that. But again, we're gonna get into it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. I want to show y'all the interview he did with Art of Dialogue, talking about how black people didn't put Family Matters up there, girl. And we're gonna come back for some commentary. Get the likes up, y'all.
Being a part of the TGIF brand sometimes makes you feel like you don't completely belong in the pantheon of blackness. You know, blackness has been treated as a very monolithic experience in entertainment. You know, if it's not a hood story, it's not a black story. And, you know, sometimes I feel left out of that, you know, so it's like, you know, like if there's ever a poll and they say, oh, what are your favorite black shows? And, you know, Martin is in there or Living Single or any of those kinds, I already know we coming in last. But if there's ever a poll and it's just like your favorite family shows and suddenly Martin's not in there or whatever, all of a sudden we rank really high. And so it's kind of interesting in how we look at ourselves, to be quite honest, even as black folks. And somehow I became a symbol for black male nerd culture, to be quite honest. I mean, I know this for a fact. Any brother that grew up in the 80s and 90s, well, 90s and 2000s, wearing glasses, he was told at school he looked like me. He was called Urkel. And he didn't look anything like me, guaranteed. But still, his peers would find a way to call him Urkel, and even girls to that extent. So it's really humbling to see how far nerd culture has come. And really, it's not nerd culture. It's smart culture. It's hobbyist culture. It's skateboarders. And I could never have known in a million years that I would be the face of that. I never could have known that.
You know, this what upsets me about Jaleel White and him putting his families and his decisions onto us. Let's start with tackling one thing. When he says if you rate him against Martin and Living Single, he ranks really low, or the show ranks really low. But if you rate him against family shows, he ranked really high. That has nothing to do with black culture. That has nothing to do with black Americans. What that has to do with is certain people watch certain shows differently. For instance, all black people loved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. 99% of the black people love Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and none of us could relate. I ain't gonna say none of us. Most of us could not relate to having a rich uncle who's an attorney and a judge married to a professor living in Bel-Air in a mansion where they got a pool house and a butler. Now none of us could relate to that. However, it is still kind of a blend between comedy and family that we still appreciate it. So Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is going to always be ranked in a lot of people's top first, number one, or top 2 to 3. Okay. So The problem here is he's trying to put his insecurities about being a Black American or being accepted into Black America, or what he believes are let me say this right. He's putting his insecurities on what he perceives to be his rejection from Black America, and he's putting that onto us, and that has nothing to do with it. The reason why you will be ranked higher under family shows is because most people who watch Family Matters may have also watched Martin and Living Single, but they watch them for different reasons. We watched Martin to go see that he was going to crack on Pam, or say Tommy ain't got no job, or call Cole stupid, or say Gina ain't got no hips. We watched Martin for him to say, what up, what up, what up? We watch. That's what we came to look for. Adults, comedy. Same with Living Single. We watched Living Single to see a Black woman, Queen Latifah, Khadijah, own Flavor, the magazine. These were Black single women who was doing their thing, doing a big one. We watched it. We couldn't wait to see what regime was going to put on and what wig was going to match it. This is why we watch these shows. We love to see Black ass Erica, or what her name was, Max, be a whole lawyer, and then an older woman. That we love the quirkiness and the weirdness of what's the girl named Kim Cole played. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But we came to see all of that, and all of these girls were educated. All of the people, both of the women on Martin were educated, but all of the men were successful. Even though we didn't know what Tommy did, Tommy stayed clean and he always had money. What's up? Sinclair, that's her name. Thank you, Simone. But I think it's wrong that he tried to put his insecurities of being accepted. The reason you're being ranked higher amongst family shows, because people watch shows for different reasons. We watched Fresh Prince and Family Matters for some of the similar reasons, but still different. And we watch Martin and Living Single for some of the similar reasons, but different. But that has nothing to do with his perceived rejection from Black America. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. And I think that it was wrong for him to project that onto us when he's the one with the insecurities. Now, let me also say this. So then he's talking about our priorities and where we everywhere I go, I became the poster child of the nerd. Well, nigga, your mama and your daddy, and you probably along with them, decided that you was gonna spend all of your formative years playing a goddamn nerd. What you want us to do? This is a real question. You spent the majority of your formative years. I'm talking about that nigga was Urkel at what, 8, 9, 10, 11? All the way up to you was so grown, they couldn't even let you play Urkel no more. And you won't be mad at us because we typecast you like Hollywood did? Stop that. Stop that. Don't do that, because that's so disingenuous. Oh, it became the looker. Everybody who wore glasses was a nerd and they called him Urkel. Duh, stupid. If you didn't want to be typecast, instead of spending all of your childhood playing him, you should have played something else. You should have ventured off into something else. We have a lot of typecast actors in Black America that we already know who they're going to be when we see them in the movies. And you are one of those people. That has nothing to do with Black American culture, because to be completely honest, that was during the era with the Cosby Show. A different world. Girl, that's when Black people were put in the most positive light on TV than ever before. Because prior to that, in the 70s, you had Black sexploitation, right? You had pimp movies. You had all of this stuff. You had Good Times. They was poor, broke, and disgusted. The only one show that we probably had was the Jeffersons. Put another one in there, if you remember it. But this was around the time when Black America was on TV, we was big business. Oh, I used to love Rock too. I love Rock, but Rock was a garbage man and it was broke, living hand to mouth. You see what I'm saying? The Parenthood, yep, that was another one where they were doing really well. Like, he typecast himself and then get mad when us as Black America typecast the rest of the world as what he typecast himself as. That's what Black American culture do. See, I believe his mom them raised him around them clears. So he don't understand Black American culture. See, you can be Black American and not be engulfed and engaged in the culture. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said Different Strokes. Different Strokes was a clear man adopting 2 Negro kids. I always thought it was weird, but I liked it. I watched the movie. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I saw that old rich billionaire adopting 2 Negro kids, and one was little and ain't never growed up. I said, now what the hell going? I was a little girl saying that. Why this clear man got these 2 Negro kids and one don't never grow? Like it always. But again, I used to ask too many questions. You know what I'm saying? But yay. Girl, bye. Shut up, Jaleel. Shut it up. Shut up. Shut your ugly ass up. Now, you done went and showed us exactly who and what you are. And I don't have no problem with you marrying a clear woman, but you got one that looked like Caitlin Clark. You couldn't find a cuter one? Golly. It's giving Caitlyn Jenner tease. Oh, boy, go lay down. Jaleel. Your mama shouldn't have named you Jaleel. Jaleel is a nigga name. Your name should have been Justin or something. Jeremy. Because Jaleel is a nigga name. You ain't got no... Jaleel is like Jamal to me. You hear a nigga named Jaleel, Jamal, you know that's a nigga. You know what I mean? You know that's one who grew up drinking Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? With buku sugar in it. He ain't never growed up like that. Man, stop with all of that. He gonna get mad at us. You can't get mad at us, nigga, because you black but ain't black at the same time. That ain't on us. Now, let's get into it. Now, they said that he was horrible on set. And I got a clip of Orlando Brown talking about how horrible he was on the set and how he treated him. And keep in mind, Orlando Brown was a little bitty boy. Think of Orlando Brown on that movie with Damon Wayans. That's how little Orlando Brown was on this movie. I mean, on this set. Watch what he said about how Jaleel White treated him and everybody on the set. Check it out.
Jaleel White. He is another young child star, of course, from the same ilk. But what you've seen in Hollywood, why isn't Jaleel White more so not only in the headlines, but also how come he couldn't move past the Steve Urkel role?
He's a very nice guy, but he was very, very mean on set.
When you say mean on set, what does mean on set mean? What does that mean?
Nobody wanted to go tell him it's time to stand on his mark. You know, Jaleel, 15 minutes, not 30 minutes.
That's how he'll talk?
That nigga tripping, bro.
Was it?
Yeah, he stopped.
You was real young around him. Was he mean to you?
He's a million, bro. That nigga was tripping.
Was he cool with you? Was he mean to you?
He called me his little black monkey.
Was he abusing his power or?
Nah, he was just really mean. He was the biggest bully I ever dealt with. He was the most competitive actor that I've ever dealt with. And I was only 8 to 9 years old. And this was the meanest in the world. But he was so nice. It was all about Steve Urkel. And then 3J came, and then he got threatened.
Now, when Orlando Brown said that he called him a little monkey, does this not make sense? Does this photo not make sense? And I believe him. I believe him. Because remember, I don't know if y'all know this, by the time Orlando Brown came on the show, if y'all weren't old enough to remember this, I used to live in the TV. Do you hear me? So what happened was when Orlando Brown came on the show, he was one of them up-and-coming little kid stars. This is around the time where children actors were like the bee's knees, right? They were the bee's knees. So Orlando Brown, I don't know if this was before or after Major Payne. I want to say after, but Orlando Brown was stealing the show. It was kind of like, y'all remember, put a 1 in the chat if you remember when Raven-Symoné came to the Cosby Show. When Raven-Symoné came to the Cosby Show, Rudy, nobody cared about her. She had done grown up anyway. She wasn't cute no more. Girl, when Raven-Symoné came and she was dressed, remember her mom and them used to dress her in her little African type of tees, and she was a cute little girl. She knew her line. She made her marks. Like, everybody was like, oh, she the new girl. Like, she's the girl. It's the same thing with 3J, aka Orlando Brown. When Orlando Brown came to Family Matters, mind you, Jaleel White and them was grown. But they were still playing high school students getting up out of high school. And what happened was they understood that the Urkel character can't go no more because his voice is deep and he just don't look like a nerdy kid no more. I think that they were going to try to use Orlando Brown for either some type of spinoff or even to replace the Urkel character. But what happened was, according to Orlando Brown, he started cutting his lines and all type of stuff in the show. The little curly head boy name was Richie. You know, we hardly seen him. And the mama name was Rachel. But look, this the craziest part. This boy right here was jealous, in my opinion. It seemed like he was jealous that Orlando Brown was about to be the new up-and-coming star. You know what I mean? And the thing of it is, somebody said Hero for Hire says Urkel spinoff would have been trash. He not even a Winslow. But that's the thing with the spinoffs. The spinoffs don't carry on the prior show. It starts anew. So like when who it was, when Florida Evans left from Maude, they went and had a story around the Evans family, not Maude. That whole storyline disappears. Same thing with the Jeffersons. When the Jeffersons left and moved on up, the All in the Family storyline disappeared. So if Orlando would have had a spinoff, it would have been surrounded around Orlando Brown. Same thing with what's that little girl? What's the Moesha and the Parkers? When the Parkers spent off from Moesha, it was strictly about a girl and her mama. So that's how the spinoff would have worked. So I think it would have worked because Orlando Brown was hot around that time. He was buku hot. Like he was like Orlando Brown, he was like a little Raven Simone. Like he was great at what he did. He was amazingly great at what he did. But when he says that Jaleel treated him like that and called him a little monkey, this photo here makes more sense. And then thinking and peeling back the layers of who and what this man was, is because we can see who he is today. Now we understand why he no longer has a career. I thought it was because he was typecast and nobody wanted to see it. And that may have played a part in it. But from what the people are saying, that nobody wanted to work with him because he was a dick. Like he was disgustingly horrible. Let me show y'all this interview he did where he starts talking about how, I think this is the one where he's saying, keep in mind, he mad because black people don't put him up there with the Martin Lawrence and the Living Singles of the world. But at the end of the day, they had all white writers behind the scenes of these shows, which most of them did. But they had the characters using corny jokes or doing corny jokes versus Martin being able to ad lib on the show and say what he want to say. Let's get into this clip. I think this is it. And if it's not, we'll move on and we'll get to it. But check this out. Y'all like the video, y'all.
I'm interested in your relationship off screen with Joe Marie.
No, not that. We're going to go to Joe Marie. It's this one. I'm sorry, y'all.
Being a part of the TGIF brand sometimes makes you feel like you.
Girl, we already played that. My bad. Sorry. Little error. Let's get into the situation. Let's just wrap that up. So basically, he was saying that all of the people who wrote the shows were clear, and that would make sense why we wasn't following we wouldn't rank you up with the Martins and the Living Singles. Now, I want to get into the Joe Marie Payton thing and what he had to say about her, and I feel like this is all cap because he's just a disgusting person. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please. Get the likes up.
I'm interested in your relationship off screen with Joe Marie and Reggie. They at one point said publicly that you were not that easy to work with. Did that surprise you to hear?
They're also over 70, and I've been told not to argue with my elders from the time I was 12 years old. So, with Joe Marie, it's always like, what day did I catch her on, or what day did the interviewer catch her? I talk about it in the book, so when you say difficult, I'll be self-aware enough to say, okay, as a 13-year-old kid, anytime I was called to set, I always brought my basketball. I dribbled my basketball everywhere, and I can hear the script supervisor to this day, Joyce Webb, going, oh, here he comes with that basketball. It was tap, 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 tap constantly. If that is
it annoyed everybody.
Yeah, if that is the extent to which I was called difficult, then okay.
I don't believe it was just no basketball stuff. I think that was one of the things that messed with people on the set. I believe the first statement he said, talking about, oh, Joe and Reginald is like 70 years old. It was at that moment I knew you are the BAN that they said you was. You are the a-hole that they said you was, bro. Because why would you start that statement out by saying, oh, you know what, Joe Marie and Reginald, they're like 70 years old. So I was told to respect my elders. You're being very condescending and very passive aggressive. I know you acted a fool back then because he knew he couldn't get fired. I knew he acted a fool back then because he knew he couldn't get fired. Let me wrap this Jaleel White thing up. Jaleel, your outcome and whatever it is you wanted out of life didn't happen because of you. The decisions between you and your parents, and also your own insecurities. Black America don't look at you no less black, but well, until now, because I do. Now it's giving, Oreo cookie teas. You know what I mean? Black on the outside, clear on the inside. But anyways, we didn't have no problem with Jaleel White. Even when we ribbed other people or Jones on other people, whatever y'all call it, and made fun of other people. If you understand black culture, that's what we do. Everybody got it. Most of the shows were centered around us ribbing each other. You know what I mean? Most of the shows was centered around us ribbing each other. Will Smith used to drag Carlton, used to rib him down. Martin ribbed everybody. Hell, they used to make fun of each other on Living Single. That's the culture of Black America. It ain't our fault you don't know nothing about it. That ain't our fault. That ain't got nothing to do with us. It ain't our fault. Your parents took you from somewhere that was sheltered and put you right on the TV set, and you didn't understand the roasting or the ribbon or the Jonesing culture. That's how we roll. And if that took you too fast, well, everybody there was a nerd. They became Urkel, Steve Urkel. Debate your mom, literally, because she the one had you out there. She had you out there, so go debate her. We don't want to hear that shit. Get off of here, Jaleel. Get your beady-eyed fool. Get off of here. Hell, even in doggone girl, every single show, think about it. Every single black show we had, they roasting each other. Think about it. Girl, what do you call it? The Jeffersons, Fred Sanford and Son. Girl, every single show we had, they roasting each other. That's what we do. That's black culture. If you became if you caught it straight from the roast, you supposed to be like, dang, at least my name gonna go down in history. You around here crying like a little biatch. Stop with all of that, you beady-eyed fool. How Esther used to tell Fred, what she say, you fish-eyed fool. Girl, that's how we do. Stop acting crazy. It ain't got nothing to do with us. He got his own insecurities. And his if he was as bad as they say he was on the set, then he got the future he deserved. Now let's move on. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Thank you, Miss Parker, for the super chat. She says, we need 200 people to hit the like button. Thank you. Please get the like button. Do I need to give an intermission for us to hit the like button? It's free, guys. I'm not asking you for your firstborn. I'm just saying, hey, guys, y'all want to like the video? And this y'all.
Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
Like, come on now, stop acting crazy. Y'all over here, come on. Now, look, speaking of Jamie Foxx, I watched that special on Netflix. Girl, don't waste your time. Do you hear me? That special on Netflix talking about how he caught a stroke and his daughter and them didn't want nobody to see him. That's why they hid him out and all of that. Oh, Jamie, go lay down. Girl, talking about he was down for a whole year. Well, why did your daughter and them come out and say you was playing pickleball? Who that was came say black people ain't know nothing about no pickleball. So we was trying to see what was going on with Jamie. And one of your people came out and said, oh, he's fine. He was outside playing pickleball. And that wasn't short after all of this happened. Jamie, stop it. I don't know what happened with you. I'm glad you're back. We love you, Jamie. But Jamie, please go lay down. Please. If you missed it, don't worry about it. Fact, he just going through a long diatribe of him being sick with a stroke and something wrong with his brain or something. He had one of his daughters come out there and introduce him, the oldest one, and then he had another one come out there and play the guitar with him, and they sung on the stage, and I cut it off after that. And I still had about 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't much, I didn't laugh one time. Honestly, it really isn't a laughing matter, even when he's being funny, because he's all choked up and all of that. Girl, Jamie, please, Jamie. We just glad to have your bike, if that's really you. Okay. If that's really you, we glad to have your bike. That's all. We don't need all the extra. Just leave it alone, because we're not gonna believe what you're saying anyway. So moving on. Now we're gonna move on, guys, to did y'all get that like button up? Did y'all hit the like button up, please? And thank you. Let's go to the Thai drill rappers. Let's start here first. So Thailand has had this thing, like all the other Asian cultures, well, no, all over the world, Craig, has been over there trying to be Negroes without being Negroes. What do you mean, Vu? Well, I'll tell you. China has this thing, well, not China, Asia in particular, like the UK and other places, they have this thing where they like to try on blackness. And black people have this thing where they like to cheer it on. I'm not a component of that. I don't think that culture should try on blackness. For instance, like I say, if we go try to be one of they characters, then they're gonna pitch a fit. You see what I'm saying? But we love to say, oh, it's flattered. We're flattered. No, you flattered. I think it's culture vulturing is what it is. So you got all these Asians trying to be drill rappers, and to be completely honest, that was one of the worst portions of our culture. So I ain't mad at it. Honestly, can I say what I want to say without y'all judging? I don't care if y'all judge. I'm gonna say it anyway. I was thinking in my head, I hope they get the bad part that came along with it. Nah. Y'all want to cosplay? Y'all want to play? Yeah, it was fine. It was cute on the internet. It was nice on the internet. Y'all saw it. Y'all thought boom, 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 boom. Well, I hope the bad part come with it too. And I said it, and I don't feel bad about it. And don't. Since y'all want to cosplay, let's cosplay all the way, fat. I hope the bad part come with it too. Yep. Shout out to the drill rappers down there in Thailand. Okay. But anyways, mind you, these people hate you. Oh, by the way, you do know they have black Thai people and black Chinese people and black. You do, y'all put a 1 in the chat if you were aware that there are black people in all of these regions. Put a 1 in the chat. See, you'll never know because they hide them. They push them off to the sides like the Mexicans did the Negroes out there too. See, they take the original, the Aboriginal Asians. They push them off all the way to the side and say, "Don't you come out here." And then they take on the face of the actual people. See, these ain't the real Thailand people. These ain't the real Thais. These are no different than the Clears who came over here and the Spaniards who went to Mexico and all them other places. These are the colonizers. These aren't the real Thais. Okay? So with that being said, what people have to realize is these people cosplaying aren't even the real people that they cosplaying. They cosplaying of people while cosplaying a whole nother set of people. That ain't that crazy. I never thought I'd see the day. But like I say, I hope all of the bad part come with it. Look at them, got their gang signs and everything. And this is the gag. This is the bad part about this. They can't stand a nigga. They don't like black people. As a matter of fact, they'd be more amped to unalive Negroes than to even want to be next to them. Now, see them UK ones, them be the, I don't know, that ain't no black Americans, so I can't speak on them. They different. The UK, no shade to the UK blacks if you're on here, love your fat, but y'all different. Not all y'all, but I'm saying the ones we be seeing online, they different. They different. So the UK blacks, after cosplaying the FBA blacks, then went to the UK and cosplayed the FBA blacks, and then they took their cosplaying over to the Thailand people who are already cosplaying, and then they cosplaying again on top of the cosplay by using the drill that the FBA, that the FBA created, but that the UK stole and lied and said it was theirs. Like. And this is what we doing. And listen, I ain't mad at it. Do your big one, fat. Only thing I'm saying is I just hope you get the full experience of the culture. Do you see what I'm saying? I want them to have all of the experience. I want them to have every single experience that we had. Because I don't champion this. I hate when I see clear people on TikTok acting black, talking black, singing black songs, and it's full of Negroes in the chat. Oh, you invited to the cookout. Oh, this is so great. Oh, this is so amazing. This is what we promote. We promote them to take our things and we act like this. I don't get this. I would never understand this for the life of me neither. Then we'll sit back and get mad on Mad Day when the same people who act like they like you, when they turn around and give you they arch to kiss, we'll be the same one talking about, oh, well, they just trying to act like us. They want our rhythm but don't want our blues. Well, stupid duck duck goose. How about not giving them the rhythm or the blues? How about that? How about when they come to try to get the rhythm, you gatekeep the rhythm so you don't have to worry about them rejecting your blues? You get it? Now let me show you how deep the cosplay going. Girl, they got dreads. Look, these Negroes got a reverse perm. Listen to me and listen to me good and created locks. Look, they created nappy hair, girl. I wonder how long it lasts. This is how bad the cosplaying has gotten. I know their parents are just, I know their parents ain't no good. Do you hear me? I know their parents ain't no good. Because you know them old Asians don't play that. See, the young Asians play that. The old Asians don't play that. The old Asians do not play that. I know their mamas and daddies is girl. They probably done what do you call it? They probably done pushed them out and told them you know what I mean? Like, we don't want you to move. Look at what they doing to their hair. Girl making nappy hair. I thought I never seen the day. Girl, they making nappy hair. Look. Oh my Lord. Look at it. They actually not doing a bad job, but still, that's what make it even worse. Look at it. Girl. This is how far the cosplaying goes. This is how far the cosplaying goes. They will sit up there and create nappy nigga hair. I never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I'd see the day where the clears want to make nappy hair. Girl, look at it. Girl, I wonder how long it take. So you make some nappy hair and then you lock up the nappy hair. Got it. So you take some straw curls, but the little bitty ones, and then you lock that up. Because see, I braid hair, so I be looking at stuff different. Okay, yeah, take the straw curls, put a lot of holding stuff on it, comb it out, make it nappy. Look, see the pic? And then they turn back around and then they lock up the nappy parts. Girl, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But again, Black America, we have ourselves to blame. We have ourselves to blame because we want to applaud everybody for being us. And there you go. Now, again, I ain't mad at them taking drill. Take it and keep it. Don't bring it back. We don't need it. Okay? Take drill and keep it. Do not bring it back. My only thing is, don't you come back for nothing else. But that'll never happen because most Black Americans love seeing other people. I think we get a instant self-gratification by seeing other people embrace our culture, even though we know subconsciously or even in the forefront of our minds, they would never embrace us personally. I'm going to say that one more time in case somebody missed it. I think that Black Americans, this is me psychoanalyzing my people. I think that Black Americans embrace other cultures or accept other cultures or embrace other cultures for cosplaying us because it gives a false sense of instant self-gratification, knowing that they embrace our cultures, but they would never embrace us. But for a split second in watching these videos and a split second of being in the midst of these people cosplaying or mimicking, because they can never duplicate, but mimicking us, I think Black America feels good. We get a sense of, oh, this feels good. So they accept us, even though we know for a fact they don't really accept us. But you know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, we're going to champion this because they accept us. That's what I think Black America goes through psychologically. I do. That's what I believe. I believe we get that false sense, of acceptance. That's what I believe. Because there's no other thing that's going to make me believe that y'all really think that these people give a damn about a nigga. Because they don't. They don't. And you know it. You know it better than I know it, just as much as I know it. So the fact that we sitting up here, oh, you should have seen the comments. Oh, this is so dope. The locks are so fire. I ain't gonna lie, this is fire. And I had a couple people on here saying that this is like disgusting and dreadful. Everybody else, all the other Negroes, this is so fire. This is so da-da-da. It's that instant false sense of self-acceptance or acceptance from other people that they get, and you'll never get it, fag. So go ahead on, keep clapping, hand clapping. Like I told you, there's a genocide happening in front of our eyes. They used to do paper genocide. Now they doing internet genocide, where they take everything that we create and give it to everybody else. And then they're going to say in the past, because they're going to rewrite the history. They write the history, his story. And then they're going to say, oh no, Black Americans didn't do this. The Asians did this. Look. And they're going to show that one Black girl from the UK. Let me get it on here. I'm about to put it in perspective for y'all. This is how history is going to play. They're going to say that drill rap was one of the greatest inventions invented by the Asians. Probably the Japanese, though, because they like them more than the Thai people. They're going to say the Thai people created this wonderful genre of music called drill rap. Now, they're not going to put in the fact that a lot of people were unalive. And even if it does happen in the Asian culture, they won't ever mention that because they want it to look good because they're going to make money off of this. And then they're going to say, and the Black, you saw her, you saw the girl, the Black people came in after they created it first. Didn't we see the same thing with the Puerto Ricans in hip hop? Come on, man. The stories write themselves. And they're going to say, after they can create this and make it something positive, after they used it for negative on us and make it positive for another group of people, they're going to say that all of the creations and the things that we created didn't exist because it belongs to somebody else. They're in line culturally erasing us from history. Does that make sense? They are culturally erasing us from history. So keep on clapping for them people if you want. Your grandkids and your great grandkids, you won't be here to tell them that this is all cap. You won't be here to tell them this is all cap, and they're going to believe it and go with the move, because just like we did growing up, whatever the people told us down at the schoolhouse, we just took it and ran with it and believe it still to this day. Most Negroes, if you tell them stuff like Mike wasn't for us, he was actually against us, they'll be dragging me down up and down Twitter, but won't never do the research though, because they just believe what the clear man told them down at the schoolhouse. You get it? So, but neither here nor there. Like I said, y'all get the likes up on the video. We've been culturally erased, and we're applauding it and aiding and abetting in it at the same time. Let's move on. Let's move on, because this is the last topic we're getting into, since we on the bliggity black stuff, and I'm ready to get up off of here. Now, so wait, before that, let me just say this too. Before we move on to this next topic, you know, if there's nothing new under the sun and everything you did has already been done, think about what history teaches us today. History teaches us that everybody created something or built something except us. Now, they might mention a little 1, 2, yin, yin, yin in there, but they don't never really mention us when it comes to creators or engineering or things of that nature. They always put it on somebody else. Now, if they're doing this now and we're witnessing it in real time, does that not make you question a lot of the things that you were taught about history in the past? Because I know it makes me question. I'm just sitting here thinking, well, damn, if I'm watching them in real time culturally erase us, then I know for a fact most of the things that they told us in the past about our ancestors was a damn lie. I don't know. My brain be thinking like that. Maybe I just overthink. You know, I do overthink. So maybe that's what it is. Get the likes up on the video. So now let's move on. So Daniel Penny, is that his name? Let me get him up here. Y'all get the likes up on the video. So a clear man, Daniel Penny, he unalived let me get him up here. Not him, him. Is it him? Yeah. Daniel Penny, that's him. I got the other dude on here too, but I ain't mean to get him on here. So the clear man, Daniel Penny, he was on the subway. They had images, but I just didn't want to put it up here because the man is gone, and I respect the deed or whatever. But look, Daniel Penny was the clear man who wrestled down a black dude on the subway in New York, and he put him in a chokehold that ultimately left him unalived. Okay, left him dead. Shit, we already here. So yes, he's an ex-Marine. And there was this black dude on the train who had mental illness issues, right? He was mentally ill. He battled mental illness or whatever. And so I seen some videos of him entertaining on the train. And I also seen some videos of said person. I've also seen some videos of him being aggressive on the train. Now, people are saying that he was arrested 42 times prior. I'm talking about the black dude. He was arrested 42 times prior to this incident. And on the day of said incident, allegedly, he was on the train threatening the people. Daniel Penny, along with some other people, stood up and stood action, and they ended up subduing the man, ultimately leading to his demise. Okay. Now, why is this important? During the time when this happened, we were in the midst of the black people, white supremacy, black people type teas. So we were all sitting up there like, oh my God, these clear people need to be put under the prison for life. And I used to be one of them people. But then I started thinking about it and I started paying attention, right? Then I started saying, hold on. First of all, on the level of self-accountability, black people don't never care about a nigga killing a nigga. No way, no how. We see a nigga we don't see how many rappers have we seen on Twitter be unalive and left for dead, and they post that crap on Twitter and don't nobody say nothing. But it only be when a clear person do something to it. Not that it's right, but I'm just saying for self-accountability. It's only be when a clear person, do something to a Negro, then we on here hollering and screaming and stomping and kicking. So then I started to say, okay, wait a minute. The media are the ones propagating the message. So if the media is giving us that the clear people are just attacking black people and not realizing that really we are a bigger threat to ourselves than them. Not that it's right, but I started saying, well, okay, that makes sense. This is why we continue to jump up and down and kick and scream and protest and all that stuff whenever a clear person unalives a black person, because the facts are this. This is the hard truth. This is gonna be a hard pill to swallow, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I've been already going off today, this morning. I guess I'm feeling it today. So I'm gonna say this: black people don't give a damn about a nigga dying. Black Americans don't give a flying fuck about a black man dying. We don't care. We don't. We don't. We could sit up here and act like we do, but we don't. What we do is we get in our feelings and we be upset because a clear person did it, not because the person is dead. We be more upset that a clear person did it because we watch black Americans get killed all up and down Twitter 24/7. We don't care about no nigga dying. We just get in our feelings because we were taught slavery and all of that stuff, and we kind of get triggered and things of that nature, even with our own personal experiences. And then we be like, oh, we gotta go march, we gotta go crash out behind the nigga. Now, I'm all for crashing out behind a nigga. My only thing is, why we not crashing out for all of the niggas? Why it's only a certain select few of niggas that we crashing out behind? This is a genuine question. We all black America, well, most of us. I'm talking to black America in here. Why don't we crash out about all the niggas? This is a real question. We see all these rappers get unalive. We see regular people get unalive. We see a black person do it to a black person like 90 going west. We don't bat an eye. We go, oh, that's crazy. And then we go about our day. But when a clear they always put a sprinkle, and trust me, it happens more than we know, but they always sprinkle one here and there to remind you to be upset. So Daniel Penny unalives this man who was aggressively threatening people on the train, and I don't wish death on nobody, and I wish that the man wasn't unalive, especially knowing he had mental illness issues. But I think where I struggle at is how we keep falling for the same okie doke. Like, we ain't caught on yet. Have we not caught on yet? Y'all have to understand, reality and real, although are two completely different things, sometimes they cross paths. What do I mean by that, Voodoo? Well, I'll tell you. So real is the fact that that man is dead and he didn't deserve to die. Even though he was threatening people and had 42 arrests, that black man did not deserve to die, especially knowing he suffered from mental illness issues. He did not deserve to die. He didn't. That's the real part of this. Should he have been subdued or put, make sure he didn't hurt nobody? Yes. Died? No. Reality dictates that this was some type of racial hate crime. although there could be some truth to that, the fact is the man was on there threatening people. And unfortunately, this became the outcome. Now, I'm not going to lie. As a trained Marine, he should have known to release the man's neck a little bit more earlier than he did. He had to know once the man was losing his... Listen, them people who get trained to do that type of stuff, they understand that them chokeholds very well. Although they may not understand their strength while adrenaline is happening, they understand them. They understand that stuff very well. However, we're here. And I feel like he could have not done it the way that he did it and still had a good result as far as subduing the man. Oh, also I heard Bad Saint. They said the police came, he was alive. And the police told him they're not giving him no mouth-to-mouth or doing no resuscitation on him because HIV runs rampant and he's homeless. I didn't say it. That's what they said. They said the police say we not about to resuscitate, do because HIV is running rampant. Yep, that what they said, huh? That what they said. Now again, I don't condone this clear man killing no brother. As a matter of fact, it grinds my gears. It infuriates me. And it infuriates me to see us do it, and so much so we so numb to it, it don't even affect us until we see somebody else do it. And then we just gonna go with the fake, being mad because we don't really care about the victim. Because if you care about the victim, for instance, somebody would have did that to my brother or my son, or I'm going to physically do something. Like, that's just me. So we don't really care about the victim. We're just gonna go through fake being mad and fake hashtags and fake outrage online. We might get together and do a little protest, 1, 2, yin yin. Then we gonna go back to our lives until the next clear man kill the next Negro. That's the hard, ugly truth about us in Black America in 2024. And we still have not caught on to the fact that them people playing in our face. Now, the man went to trial, okay? Talking about Daniel Penny, and the jurors found him not guilty in the chokehold, and basically got the whole case reversed, right? So it would be one thing if we were independently outraged at this thing. But the facts of the matter is we still have not caught on to how media, social media, and propaganda works. Our emotions change for the most part when they tell us to change our emotion. We don't independently control our emotions. When the media stop covering a story, we walk around and act like it never happened because we literally forget it. How fast did we forget Sandra Bland? How fast did we forget Tamir Rice? How fast did we forget all? So for instance, if the media stopped covering this tomorrow, social media have a attention span of about 48 hours. I say 72 hours, we'll be done with it. We'll be done with it. We'll be on to the next. We'll be over there talking about Diddy and Jay-Z. If social media shut down the coverage on this right now, Tuesday, Friday, we'll be over there talking about Diddy and Jay-Z. I'm gonna really say Thursday, but for give or take, let's just say we have a few stragglers. Friday, we be done forgot about it because we don't care. We don't really care for real. We don't realize how much a chokehold the media and propaganda have on our feelings. And I know some of us may not believe it because we really have the illusion of believing that we control the way we think and what we do. But every single thing that we do or have done everything has already been set before you by the powers that be. I know it sounds weird because you just can't fathom it, but it's just the God's honest truth. That's a good one. They already forgot Sandra Massey, huh? Thank you, Bobby Rodriguez, for the super chat. She says, hey, Vu, my husband and I were Marines. I seen the video. He held that man too long in that chokehold. It was like 8 minutes. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. These people are formally trained. He is a formally trained Marine. He know he didn't have to apply that pressure for that long on that man. He know he didn't. He know he didn't. He know he didn't. And for that, I feel like there's a lot of guilt that should be laid on that man. But again, I didn't follow the trial. I don't know the ins and out of the trial because honestly, I didn't follow it. I refuse to let them get me riled up like they. George Floyd was the last one they got me with. Not no more. Not doing it. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I'm sorry. Not sorry. They are not getting me to interfere with my spirit and my emotions with this propaganda. Not doing it. Y'all can have it. I don't want it. When George Floyd happened, people don't even understand how it literally affected you in your everyday real life. Like your real life was messed up when you, man, I'm not allowing that spirit on me. But yeah, you're right. Thank you, Bobby Rodriguez. As a trained Marine, he knew that he left the chokehold on too long. You know what I mean? 101 Texas native says if he was alive when the police arrived, it's kind of not on the white dude. Hey, people could use that argument. You know what I mean? This is my thing with this. This is it. If y'all didn't believe that this man's unaliving, which is real, has turned into a scripted reality show before, I want to show y'all something. So I'm typically the person and of the belief that I got to start paying attention to the stuff behind the scenes. I got to start peeling back the layers. I can't just look at things surface level. I got to start really going in and looking and saying, wait a minute, I need to peek behind the curtain, right? So right after this man was unalived, hold on. Right after this man was unalived, guess who pops up? Guess who popped up, y'all? We ain't seen them in a month of Sundays. Guess who popped up? Black Lives Matter. I said, I know you fucking lying to me. Girl, where did BLM come from? They ain't fought for nigga since George Floyd. Where did and they didn't even fight for George Floyd. Let me take that back. I said, now where did BLM come from? So remember the black daggers who took all that money and ran off on the plug on us? They back. I guess money is getting a little low. And they decided they're gonna pull over, pop out, and get the people all riled up. Now, most people are gonna see this as no, these are people who actually care. Well, if you care, ma'ams and sirs, or if these people cared, ma'ams and sirs, where was they antennas for all these other unalivings before? We couldn't pay BLM to come out there and speak on nobody's behalf. We couldn't do it. But most people will see this as just regular outrage. I see it as propaganda because I understand the machine. Most people don't, right? So let's get into the lady from Black Lives Matter and her trying to rile people up to get up on this crap. Check it out. Get the likes up on the video, y'all.
Shavonna Newsom, CHIVONA NEWSOME. I'm the co-founder of Black Lives Matter Greater New York. I stand here heartbroken because I have to hug a father who knows that the murderer of his son will most likely go free, who has to look in the face of a jury that no matter the facts, no matter the expert witnesses, no matter the people yelling on that train that day to let Jordan go, you will kill him. They will not find a white man guilty of killing a black man in modern day America. This is no different than Jim Crow. This looks like a picture out of the picture book when you look at that anonymous jury. We have baby boomers who were there doing Jim Crow on this jury. We have young people who are looking at Daniel Penny as a hero. And what America is a hero, a killer. He didn't give a crap about Jordan. The medical examiner said Jordan turned purple. Yes, black people can turn purple when they are denied oxygen. Every lab report showed he died of asphyxiation. And that doesn't matter because they want to spare a white man the penalty of his crimes. America has not changed, and I hate to say it, it may never change. And people who keep asking, are we going to riot? Are we going to protest? Is that what's needed? Do glass have to break? Do cars have to burn for a black man to get justice in America? We can't show up with peace. We can't show up with facts. We can't show up with evidence and witness after witness. You give us nothing. And then you ask us to love this country. America hates black people, and we see it from that jury pool.
A black man was lynched, and his name was Jordan Neely.
Girl, if y'all y'all ass down there and burn cars and burn buildings and things of that nature behind this man, and I'm not saying that, listen, do what you want. But please, if you don't see the not the gaslight, if you don't see that lady trying to incite riots, see, y'all want to talk about the Trump shit. She literally sat up there and said, if cars gotta burn and buildings gotta burn, then so be it. That's literally inciting a riot. And guess who makes money? Thank you for saying this, Sonia Matthews. She says trying to incite a riot to get more money from dummies. And guess who gets paid after you go out there and burn the buildings and the cars? Have we not learned from the last time? Did we not learn from the last time? And they use buzzwords. They use trigger words and buzzwords to get you all riled up. This was a black man being lynched. America doesn't care about a black man because he's a black man. And they watched him die of asphyxiation because he's a black man. See, they hammer it in you so that you can get riled up and go out there and cut a fool, act a fool. And then after you act a fool, BLM make another $1 billion. And then you can go back to your poor situation and they go back to being rich daggers. Where this whole come from? Where this whole come from? I ain't seen this bitch since the BLM. Where did she come from? Let me add this too. Thank you, Ace, for saying this. It's a lot of third-party protesters that riot after the protest. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't understand this neither. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember when the George Floyd riots was happening. They started seeing that people were dropping bricks off in neighborhoods so that the black people could go use the bricks and throw them in the window. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. I remember it was on the news. A black man was cutting up, acting a fool. He said the government is behind this. Look, they dropped bricks off, a whole slab of bricks. You had to get a truck to bring that in. They dropped a whole slab of bricks off in the middle of where they was burning down a police station and all of that. They dropped a whole slab of bricks off for the people to have access to burn down and mess over these people buildings. Because remember, all that stuff is insured. They're gonna get their money back. They ain't tripping. Black Lives Matter gonna make money because niggas gonna go buy all the BLM this, BLM that. You know what I mean? Everybody eats, everybody wins except the niggas. And what they do is, in order to incite it, even if you're there not trying to go that route, they'll put moles. Yes, Antifa, a whole bunch of people that look like you and act like you, and they'll start it off. And by the time you hear all of the people on the bullhorn hollering they don't like black people, and then somebody next to you says, yeah, they don't like black people, then they throw the doggone brick through the window. You don't even realize that ain't even a real person who give a damn about black people. Even if that's a black person, that person is hired. He's hired help. We don't even catch on to those T's. And everybody benefits except us. Every single body. Every single body. So we have to understand that. That is what BLM is trying to do. They're trying to start another riot so that BLM can make money. Whatever businesses y'all mess up can make money. And everybody eats. And we just go back to being poor, disgusted, and broke till the next one comes. When are we going to catch on? I'm not saying don't feel how you feel about it. But what I'm saying is don't be fooled. Don't get sucked into the perpetual bullshit. It's a cycle. They never change the sauce because we too addicted to it. They never change the recipe or the sauce. They just do it over and over. They just change the characters. That's it. I would never for the life of me understand how when I'm gonna show you where they did it again. A lot of people may not agree with this, but I remember when Rodney King. I remember I was a little girl when that video came out, and it was choking Rodney King. We ain't had no social media, and the average person ain't had no video camera. So I was sitting over there saying, how did the news get the footage? Like, how the news got the footage? And they blasted it out all over the world, all over America, Craig. And Negroes from Timbuktu to Timbuk West was pissed. Do you hear me? And I said, oh yeah. And again, I didn't come to the conclusion on it until later. But as a child, I kept saying, well, how did he get the tape? How did he get the tape? Yeah, SL played it over and over and over. That's to get you in your emotions. I'm just saying, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just tripping. Now, this is the thing, too. This was a homeless man who suffered mental illness. And all of a sudden now, his people want to come out. Sir, I think this the uncle. He got so much to say, but why didn't y'all help him or at least allow him to live with you so he wouldn't have to be on trains? Girl, let's get into it. Get the lights up on the video.
He didn't ask Jordan Neely if he needed help. He choked him to death. If he was a hero, he would have grabbed him and escorted him off the train. He didn't grab him and escort him off the train. He choked him to death. If he was a hero, he would have let go of the chokehold 30 seconds after they pulled into the train station. Why? Because 30 seconds after they pulled into the train station, all of the people were off the subway. Danny Penny lied to the police and said he released the chokehold as soon as other people came to help. We know that that was a lie. Danny Penny told police that he released the chokehold in 2 seconds. We know that was a lie.
Never forget, George Floyd family got millions of dollars for us watching him get killed on social media. Y'all know that, right? Y'all do know that George Floyd's family received millions of dollars. They were compensated. What's the girl name? Breonna Taylor's family was compensated. It's given, they looking for compensation. That's what it's given to me. They literally over there inciting riots, and nobody ain't saying nothing because he black. And if you cared about your nephew, like I said, where was your antennas when he needed help? Now it's outrage. Now it's a black man. He said some truth. He shouldn't have, well, I ain't gonna say he should have escorted him off the train, obviously, if the man was being crazy, but he could have not applied as much force as he did. But at the end of the day, you weren't there. None of them were there. Look at the poll.
I just want to say, I miss my son. My son didn't have to go through this. I didn't have to go through this either. It hurts. Really, really hurts. What are we going to do, people? What's going to happen to us now? I had enough of this. System is rigged. Come on, people. Let's do something about this.
Hell, what's the boy name? From Florida. What's the boy name who got killed by Zimmerman? His mama went into politics, and they said that everybody come up off the death of their family members. It's given, that's what y'all looking for. You loved your son, then you should have got your son some help. That's what you should have did. And if he's been arrested as many times as he's been arrested, somebody was bonding him out, and I'm pretty sure it was the parents. These people are playing in your face. They are taking something that really happened, something that really affects our emotions as Black America. They're taking that. This is what they're doing. They're taking that, and then they're using that to invoke your emotions so that they can get a payday and you walk away with nothing. They've been doing it over and over and over and over, and we still haven't caught on to the plate. Now we have to learn to separate the way we feel from our actions, right? Because sometimes our actions may dictate, sometimes our feelings dictate our actions, and it don't work out in our favor. For instance, if I was mad at a man that I'm dating and he make me really mad because I find out he cheating, my feelings might cause me to want to windmill on him. That's probably not the best thing to do, but that's me using my feelings to direct my actions. What they're doing is using your feelings to direct your actions. That's going to only benefit them and nothing from you. Learn to separate. Man, that's messed up. They should have found him guilty. Feel away, but please don't let them use your feelings to evoke your actions. Please. Because that's all they doing. Using your emotions to evoke your actions. And everybody's going to benefit except you. I just noticed whenever Black people died in the past and now, before it was Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. Before them, it was the NAACP, them Boule half breeds. Before Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, it was the NAACP, the half breed Boulets. Then it was Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. Now that thumbhead nigga Ben Crump, he pop up everywhere, and I don't believe he from Acorn. But that thumbhead bastard Ben Crump pops up talking about we are gonna get the family justice. Yeah, because he get 40%. Hello, have we caught on yet? He's gonna get the family justice because he's gonna get 40%. I need you niggas to wake up.
Wake up!
Please wake up.
Them people playing in y'all face, man. Rest in peace to the young man. I don't think that he should have suffered that fate, especially suffering from mental illness, because I understand how mental illness affects people. My nephew suffers from schizophrenia, so I know exactly how it is when he goes through his episodes. So my heart goes out to the family and to the, well, not to the young man because he's gone, but my heart goes out to the situation. And I think that it's unfortunate that this clear man gets to walk free, but it is what it is. I keep telling y'all, Black Americans are fighting for justice under a system that was rigged against them. You'll never get the justice you want. It's rigged. It's purposely designed to keep you down. Why do we keep fighting these people for their systems? We need to build our own. That's just me, but I just be talking though. Don't listen to me. With that being said, y'all shout out to everybody in the building. Thank you, Sasha, for the super chat. She says, Timu Dreads, girl, you seen them, huh? Girl, it was a time. It was a time. Thank you, Divine Empress, for the super chat. She says, what's happening? D Cook, Raj, Dwayne, and Rerun. Girl, D used to drag them down to the ground. Do you hear me? Drag them down to the ground. I used to love when D used to get on them. But y'all, I'm about to get off of here. I want my people, I want us to stay vigilant. Keep your head on a swivel. And if we just start paying attention, bro, it ain't hard. You don't have to do no studying. You don't have to do nothing extra. All Black America has to do is pay attention. You be surprised. Do you hear me? You be surprised at what you'll see when you just pay attention. How the girl said on the show, on the movie, Sister Act, if you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. The time is now or never. If you wanna go somewhere, you niggas better pay attention. I'm out this bitch. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Also for your boy, mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.